Alrighty guys, check this out. The upper bench is done. Got the final layer completely mined out. You can see the bedrock sticking through. Could take half a layer from a quarter of this. Probably won't do it. I'm done with this project. Um, but yeah, it's finally done. And let me tell you guys, this last clean out, I think we're gonna do it. I think we're gonna hit the 100 mil. I'm actually so confident here that we have put our funds, if you look into the top right, at exactly 100 million. I am so confident that we will hit 200 million because check this out. One full container, two full container, three full container, and then some extra silicon. We've actually fully emptied out our inventory in order to do this. Now, not to mention that this might be our biggest clean out, and that to be frank, if we take a look back, down here, we obviously couldn't take as much, and we weren't getting as much pay dirt, but we mined this out extremely quick, efficient. That's what was key. Um, I had a little bit of help at the very end, but it was just about a quarter of the quarter, so an eighth of the whole thing really. And there was probably about 15 or 20 hours total mining out the last layer, which is absolutely insane for what we did on the first layer. Obviously, we weren't going as deep on this end here, but I mean, the rest of it just flew right by. And I think it's time that we see the spoils. So let's just grab as much as we can. This is just insane. One storage container exactly in the hotbar. Let's go ahead and throw up the bars, and I'm just gonna speed run this click and drag because this is gonna take a while. I don't want to look. I wanted to hit the 100 mil mark so bad though. I think that we can do it though. I think so. I think we probably have around 60 or 70 mil alone in the gold. So between everything else. Okay, so there's the first batch. Now here's my question though. I don't really know if I want to do the iron because I want to keep some for steel production, but I also want to hit the 100 mil mark so bad, so we'll leave it for right now. And if we don't hit it, I'll sell the iron. Grab as much as we can. Alright, that's it. And again. Obviously this stuff doesn't sell for as much, but every little bit is going to help us towards our goal here. These rubies though, 2 mil each. Got plenty of rubies. Let's keep it moving. Almost done with this inventory full. Go back in. Iron, iron, aluminum. There we go. Grab the diamonds up. And a little bit of silicone, a little bit of rubies left over. Let's sell the last of this. Oh yeah. So remember guys, we put into our bank, so we were exactly at 100 mil, and the final tally, 246,490,352. So with this iron, that would have been 150 million off of that one layer. Absolutely freaking nuts. And that doesn't even include the blasted rock that we sold. Because that blasted rock is worth a lot too. We turn that to asphalt, sell it, it's almost 100 grand a bucket. Absolutely freaking nuts. Wow. I can't believe it's done too. I mean, you can see here, I scratched the top of some blasted rock here. So, I mean, obviously, especially right in here, you could go down a little bit. Could dug out the ramp, but we do have future projects that we want to do with this coal, so I wanted to leave the material there for a ramp down. But 150 million in just let's say high side 20 hours of mining. Absolutely nuts. Now, that's not the only thing that we're going to showcase in this video. It's already crazy enough. So let's go ahead and check out the other stuff that we got cooking up. Alright guys, so this is the first thing I want to show you guys. We had just a designated building day, and we made this. A fully working 24/7 dredge in our inconvenient cut pond mining out the sidewall. Now you get a little bit of a spoiler there as to how it looks, or well, how it works. I will maybe do a breakdown video in the future, but I mean, when you're driving by this thing, it's just a work of art. I mean, just look at that. It works 24/7. It's nonstop. I mean, some of you can piece together how that works just off that. Others maybe not. I'll take a closer look inside. I do want to make more of these on the world too. I want to make some older ones that, might not be functioning anymore. I want to make bigger functioning ones and just all sorts of stuff with it. Take a look on the inside here. Got the bucket line dropping down into the trauma plant. Head up the stairs here. Careful navigation on the drone, of course. Head into the wheelhouse here, where we get a nice look at the bucket line digging in to the sidewall here. And it's just a nice little wheelhouse. Like I said, I want to make a bigger one. Obviously, this one is pretty big as is. I think it cost me around 2 million. If you guys want a price point there. Okay, so it does appear that we are stuck now. Give me one quick moment here. Oh, okay, there we go. I mean, obviously, head up to the roofs. I needed roof access while building it. See the trauma going. And then we got the sluice runs coming out the side here too. And just everything is always constantly running. And I really don't experience any performance issues with this always running. But this was a nice fun build of mine. I really enjoyed making it. And like I said, I want to make a bigger one. Because this one is nice. But I mean, we had a pretty small area to work with in the beginning. And I'd really like to do a huge one. Probably twice the size. I think the target spending limit should be about 5 million. I feel like that might be appropriate. So let's go check out our next project. Alrighty guys, so here is our next project. I really wanted to do this one for a little while, but I finally got around to it. Get a glimpse up the hill too. This is our nice little industrial town kind of. There's a housing too. Put in this nice little river pond feature out front. This is our iron refinery, so we're going to be, well, I guess steel refinery would be the better wording here. This is where we're going to be taking our iron and coal and turning it into our steel. Don't even ask me how long it took me to pave this road solo, because paving solo, I learned, is a pain in the ass, and I will never be doing that again. But yeah, we paved the road in this area, and it fully confirmed I would not pave the big highway between the mines, at least not yet, and definitely not solo. Then working our way up the hill here, we see our CNC machining factory. This is where we're going to be taking our steel and making it into other things, and I had some extra negative space, so I put some small wash lights in there that are helpful on the big cleanups. And right here, the very bland building is just an extra smelter. Here we'll put any excess gold or anything. And then right here we have our nice lodge for our residents. There aren't any rooms inside yet, but it has a separate connected garage. I don't really know what I would call this. We got some machinery in there. I used it to make that pond feature over there. It's just a nice shape. I really like how it came out, especially with my past builds. I really wanted to focus on the building. Our refinery looks alright, but I definitely wanted to challenge myself. I feel like I did a good job. As well with these other buildings too. I mean, these ones are kind of bland, but the steel factory, I spent a little bit of time designing, working out what I wanted to do. And you can take a look inside here. Just a lot of empty space right now. So like I said, we haven't put anything in there yet. But it's a quite nice little lodge, and it overlooks this massive valley that I think would be super cool if we put one of those broken down dredges in. I was thinking right there in that little shelf, it would look really nice. Put a tailings pile behind it too. Don't know how hard that would be yet, but I know it would be pretty difficult. But yeah, that's the nice little residential industrial zone that we have going on, and there's obviously space to expand if we were want to add more houses or more industrial buildings. I think it'd be cool if we had a little gravel pit factory to process gravel into asphalt. There's also a nice little ore zone right there that I haven't checked out yet, but obviously something could go in any of these decently flat spaces. But that was our massive building day. We put in this whole industrial zone, including the road and paving it, and the dredge, all in one day. I got bored of and I guess that's what happens when I get bored. So let's go check out what we got going down in Sparrow Creek. Alrighty guys, so looking up at Mount Olympus, we can obviously see Rock and Red, our new proof of concept plant. I made the changes to Project Lucifer that I wanted to make on the proof of concept plant to fully plan out what I wanted to do with it. And now this is what Sparrow Creek is looking like. We have our stripping operation going pretty well. Made pretty good headway the other day. And honestly, this you can see I marked out this cut with cones this time, so I wanted to not really overshoot. It's not square, which, I mean, it's going to bother me a little bit while I'm mining it out, but it's not too bad. It's not insanely big. It's nothing like the upper bench that we've been working with, but that's simply because the whole point of this area was it was decently flat. It has this massive iron vein in it that I wanted to mine out. And so I just wanted to mine it out since we'll be right here next to it. So we almost got this underway, and once this is stripped out, we'll probably turn and start going down the valley with the stripping and strip a good amount of that before we start running. But other than that, it's going really well over here. I don't think I'm going to strip this all the way down to pay dirt though. I don't really want to lose all that material like I did in stripping past. And also, it's just a lot of elevation change along the edges of the cut. I plan to just fix that on the first layer. I'll just go down less, and the center, obviously. So I gotta clear out all this floating stuff from when the dozer was, acting bad. I don't really know what happened there with the dozer changes. It's supposed to stay level with what's to its side, but there it just kept going down on me. But a couple more hours, and that'll probably be done up. And we made some additional changes to Project Lucifer. I tried mapping out where I wanted to take the road for the rock trucks for the circuit. I started going up this hill and realized that was hell and that should not be a thing. And then I was like, well, I have this really flat area right here. Can I go around the plant? Nope. Can I go on top of the plant? Yep. So we're utilizing these wings and everything on Project Lucifer by making it into a road. And we have a tree in our road apparently. That's nice. But you can obviously see there with the route truck already on it. I've tested it out. It's all good. Someone messed with my ramp though, and I gotta fix that. Obviously, like before, dump on the hoppers. You work your way around. You follow through the cones. It's a kind of a tight turn, but it's not too bad. Make the turn, go up, go over, go down, and then you're right back where you need to be. Then obviously we need to put in entrance ramps and everything to there and flatten it all out. And then I was also thinking too, on Rocket, or not on Rocking Red, but Zeus, which is the same system plan as this, I typically dump in 3 different spots instead of 2. And when I had a couple of rock truck drivers driving for me, the plant was just getting hella backed up. So I was, well, not to toot my own horn, too quick for it. And I'm honestly thinking about putting in another plant already. We haven't even started, and I already want to upgrade the plant. I was thinking though, if I did, I would do it like the proof of concept version 2, where it's actually done correctly. Um, I already have plans for another plant at the end of this valley here, but for right here, I'm thinking of doing exactly the same as this, but like I said, fixed, and then at the other end, it'll be individual plants. But I mean, there isn't really a ton of space right here right now. I could obviously just nuke this hill, but I don't really like using nukes, even though I did use quite a few here. Kind of find it kind of cheating, but I haven't fully made up my mind yet. I probably won't for a little bit until we get closer to running. I might see how it is on the 2 system first, and then go from there, because I mean, it's a decent truck haul from there to here. But if I have multiple truck drivers working for me and I can just constantly flow dirt out, I might want another plant. But yeah, no, we just gotta probably strip up until that brownish tree right there, just to get a little bit of space ahead of us. I have a feeling that the valley will go really quick until we get into that opened up area, and then we'll probably move to the side too into that little crest over there. So that has a really nice valley flat spot, but we'll go all the way along this. It'll look really nice. And yeah, that's kind of the progress update as it is. Don't forget, guys, I do want to start up a mine rescue series, and if you guys would be interested in that, I'd throw you guys some cash to, obviously I'm going to be like, oh, you need this, you need this. I'll probably throw in a couple million for it. And obviously just help you guys out. Help you guys set up plants, how you guys should be operating, how you guys should use your equipment, all that kind of stuff. So if you guys want to be a part of that, make sure to leave a Discord friend thing, your name and then the little numbers after it in the comment section. And make sure that you guys like the video and subscribe. Thanks, guys.